Hello again from Site B. Today we're bringing you the excessive, the N-Strike Unity power system. This blaster is comprised of three separate blasters. You have your Scout pistol, your Hornet, which is a pump semi-auto or just a blast fire, and last but certainly not least, the Titan missile launcher. So we're going to break this down, do them one at a time, and show you how all the bits work. Okay, and to kick things off here, we have the Hornet AS-6. This is a air pressure pump blaster, and it's got 6 barrels, and it can be fired either semi-auto, so once you got it once you've got it pumped up, you just pull the trigger 6 times, and a dart will fire off each time. Or you hit the blast button, and that'll fire all 6 at the same time, and we're going to test it both ways. Also, of note is when I hold this flat like you'd normally fire, the barrels do have a built-in angle to them. I'm not going to hold it at an angle to artificially take that out. So just be aware that the barrels are angled naturally when taking into account the ranges of the blaster. But without further ado, let's get it pumped up and see how we do. Okay, and that's how we know it's all ready to go. So here we go. Okay, that's all 6 fired off. As we walk out, you saw though it was a real inconsistent as far as going far or going short, and that's one of the reasons you don't see a lot of people using Hornets. But here we go, low shot, nice and right on the line for me, is 23 feet. And as we work our way up, the middle of where they seem to land, here just around the 35-foot mark. We walk it out to our top 2 shots there, one and the highest one. And we walk the highest one in, and that's sitting right on 53 feet. So if you can deal with the inconsistency, 53 is not too shabby, but then again, do remember that the barrels are angled. Okay, we'll get reset and see what happens when we hit the blast button. Okay, back again with the Hornet. This time we're going to test the blast button. I've already pumped it up, and another thing to note about this blaster is right here, you see on these spots, as you pull the trigger, the orange piece of plastic will move down, indicating which barrel you're on. And so after you fired it, you need to pull that out to reset it. So we're all set, pumped up, ready to go, and let's see what happens when we hit the blast button. Okay, and there's our shotgun blast. Fortunately, that really kills the ranges, letting all the air out at once. So this low one here that just kind of didn't really go anywhere is sitting right under 8 feet. So we work our way up. And I guess the middle of where they all landed is going to be about 30 feet, but it was more a few under it and a few over it. And then got our top one right here, and we walk that in. That one's sitting right between 36 and 37 feet. So we'll say the best you're going to get with the shotgun blast there is 36 to 37 feet, but I definitely wouldn't try and ever shoot that at anyone that's terribly far away. Okay, we'll get reset, and we'll do the Scout pistol next. Okay, now we have the sidearm of the Unity power system, and that is the Scout. It is your basic one-shot blaster, kind of in between a reflex and more of a Night Finder Maverick kind of thing. But let's see how it goes. Okay, that's all 10 shots fired off. Nice and consistent. So come up here on our lowest shot, and that's sitting right under 24 feet. Work our way up through the middle, and I'm going to call the middle here 29 feet, because at the top of this grouping is our top shot, which is sitting right here, and that's a little under 32 feet. So 32 feet for a stock Scout pistol. Okay, let's get reset and see the one I'm sure you really want to see, the Titan. And last but certainly not least, we have the Titan. This is the only rocket launcher, or at least true rocket launcher, that Nerf's ever put out. It comes with this one big missile, and so right off the bat, I know you guys probably don't want to sit through me shooting it, retrieving it, shooting it, retrieving it, shooting it, retrieving it 10 times, because I normally give you a sample size of about 10 darts. But so for this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one fired flat and then one fired at an angle, and you can use that to get a basic idea of what the ranges are going to be. Generally, you're only going to get one shot with it anyway, unless you have a stock of rockets lying around. So, and this is a pump blaster. It's got a nice little gauge over here to let you know when it's full. But enough chatting, let's get going with the flat range test. So, gotta get this guy pumped up. Okay, 20 pumps, and our gauge is at high. So, got it shouldered, firing flat, here we go. It's good. Thankfully didn't skip too much on impact. It's the nice part about shooting in grass is while things do bounce, they don't bounce nearly as much as they do on a pavement or a hard surface. And coming down. And so fired flat, right on 44 feet. It's pretty darn impressive right there. We'll get reset and see what it can do with a little bit of an angle. Okay, once again with the Titan. This time we're going to fire it off with a bit of an angle. As you can see, save time. Already got it pumped up to high. And here we go. Aimed up, about estimating around 45 degrees. Give it the best shot. And here we go. Wow, and that went way out there. Now, one thing to note with firing the Titan at an angle, Nerf decided that they did not want you firing it straight up in the air or at high angles, and so there is a little safety in there. It's a little ball bearing that will slide in and block the trigger from being pulled if you're aiming it too high. But 45 degrees looks like it's done quite nicely. So, there we are. There's a rocket, and bring it down, and that's sitting, tip of it, sitting right on 77 feet. So, especially in Nerf games, if you've got a rule about that causes splash damage or something like that, there you go. There's your rocket. So, that's it for the Nerf Unity Power System. That is a Toys R Us exclusive, but they're starting to disappear, so if you want one, I would go looking for it pretty soon. Okay, thanks for watching.